Hey guys, welcome back. So, I don't think you know this, but I come from a family of 7. A big Irish family of 7. So St. Patrick's Day is always on the top of my list of holidays to celebrate. And we generally always make corned beef and cabbage. But this year, I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna make a mouth-watering Guinness stew with carrots, celery, onions. You guys are gonna love it. It is so good, especially with more Guinness. These are the ingredients you'll need for the stew. Some chunky cut carrots, celery, and onions. And for the meat, you'll need a chuck roast. It is on the front shoulder part of the cow. It's really good for stewing and just so happens to be really cheap. You'll also need some flour, dried thyme, some beef broth, and of course, some Guinness. Start by cubing the beef into 1-inch pieces, and then flour them. The reason for the flour is it'll help promote the browning of the proteins and it'll help thicken the stew later on. Throw some oil in a thick pot and then brown the beef. Then remove it and then add all your vegetables. Cook it until the onion starts to look translucent and add your Guinness. Then add your seared meat, dry thyme, and fill it up with beef broth, just making sure all the meat's completely submerged. Lid on top, drop the heat to medium, and let it cook for about 3 hours. Now time to make our green garlic mashed potatoes. Peel them off, quarter them, and then throw them in a pot of cold water. Then add the heat, which is a great way to cook them so they're evenly cooked. So to make the flavoring for our mashed potatoes, we're going to cut a garlic bulb in half, oil it, salt it, and wrap it in aluminum foil, and throw it into a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. When your potatoes become fork tender, drain them and mash them up. To the potatoes, we're going to add some hot cream and butter. But now we need to make them green. So throw in a blender a handful of spinach, some oil, and the roasted garlic we had in the oven. Blend it very smooth and add to the potatoes. Mix it together and fluff it up with a whisk. These by themselves are a really good side dish, but they go great with the Guinness stew. As soon as the meat is falling apart, it's ready. And we serve. Stew, potatoes, and some gold leaf. Why? Just because I could. I had it left over from the last recipe. Thank you very much for watching. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day, and as always, keep cooking.